Recording has started. So what I'd like to do is I'm going to go through my presentation, and let's try not to stop and ask questions until the end. That way the recording will be a good one so that new people can listen to it, and they won't be driven nuts by a lot of interactivity. I'm Tom Banks. I'm the founder and CEO of SplashPlay, and thanks to Joe, we're here today with you guys to introduce you to my program, which is SplashPlay, and our new agent gamification program. I'm sure you've heard a little bit about what we're doing because I'm sure Joe told you that, but we're going to spend the next 10 minutes and kind of dive deep into what we're doing and look at what the product is, look at what we sell, and look at why people want to do this. And so the first question I'm always asked is, what does SplashPlay do? Well, we are a mobile gaming company. We do what's called gamification. We take games, game strategy, game technology, game aspects like scorekeeping and loyalty and such, and we empower organizations to make it part of their business and marketing. So instead of just the same old brochures and newsletters and stuff, what about engaging your audience via gaming instead of just conventional marketing? In doing that, we create a new, exciting opportunity. Mobile gaming is where we focus our attention. And rest assured, this was not some random decision. When I chose mobile gaming, it's because it's a gigantic marketplace. $32 billion last year. It's going to grow to 220 million players by 2020. It is nothing but opportunity. But more importantly, gamers are not your 15-year-old drinking a Monster drink, hanging out in his bedroom talking to his buddies. 50% of gamers are women. 50% are parents. And 36% are college educated. These are real people, which becomes important from a business perspective. And more importantly is gamers are older. Mobile gamers, the average age is 37 for men and 40 for females. Why is this important? All of these people are adults operating in society. They typically have credit cards in their wallet. They can buy things. They can act on e-commerce. They can act on commercial opportunities. 10 and 12 and 15-year-olds can't do that. They have to go to mom and dad and get the money. So we believe the mobile gaming environment allows organizations to tap into a ready and available and enthusiastic body of consumers, not people wasting their time. Just like we chose gaming as an important strategy for us, we also chose trivia. This is not about shooting people and roulette and blackjack. This is about trivia. And that also was selected strategically for a lot of reasons. It's easy to play. You don't have to educate someone to play a trivia question. Santa Claus exists, true or false? Easy trivia questions. Trivia is the most popular mobile gaming activity, bar none. It works for everybody, from adults to children, parents and children and onward. And it lends itself to a concept I think of as social gaming. That means not only am I playing games, I'm sharing it into social media, and I can even engage my friends in social media playing games. It creates a social back and forth. Also, through trivia, we're able to more accurately target individuals, and we don't have to violate any privacy. We don't look at their phones. We don't figure out where they're located. But if Nike wants to deliver an ad to basketball fans, anyone playing basketball trivia is probably a good candidate to see a Nike basketball ad. So we can use what are called behavioral metrics or indices to help drive our advertisers, which raises the value of our site, which generates more money, which you'll see why that's important. Also, game creation is easy. It is not a programmatic task. If you can type into a spreadsheet or a word processor, you can create games quickly and easily. And trivia allows us to gamify not just commerce, but education and the way we engage people in a different way. So, SplashPlay, though, is not your typical trivia game. Most trivia games or games in general are purposeless. It's something to do to entertain yourself. Nothing wrong with that, but that's where the purpose ends. SplashPlay's corporate tagline is trivia with a purpose. We, through our trivia, support worthwhile causes. We support businesses. And because of my values, we cater to family-friendly interests. This is not Snapchat where people are taking 15-second naughty pictures of each other and sending them around on the internet. SplashPlay is about empowering what we call game sponsors. It could be a church, could be a school, it could be a local business, to take their game environment, build their own trivia all about it that's relevant to them and their audience. So this is how we target people. With gaming, businesses can attract new customers. They can engage their existing customers in new and interesting ways. Imagine the Susan B. Komen Society engaging their women followers about breast cancer issues through gaming, and through the gaming process, the Susan B. Komen Society gets a better educated audience, they're social media active, and we're paying the Susan B. Komen Society part of our revenue to help support their cause. That's a pretty good deal. We provide great value to our customers that we affectionately call game sponsors. SplashPlay stimulates social media engagement. It encourages people to take what they're playing for that game sponsor and push it into social media because we reward them to do so. We also empower our game sponsors to be able to deliver deals and offers seamlessly into the game, reaching their players and anyone on the net that's playing their games. And this is all included in SplashPlay's business to our game sponsors. They end up with a competitive advantage, and they get to promote customer loyalty because our system even includes a built-in loyalty program. So, SplashPlay is a game. It is not an app. We don't download apps on the phones because apps go away after 90 days because they take up space. Our game uses what we call real-world touch points, where people can get to the game whenever they see one of the touch points. It could be a link in an email. It could be a posting to social media. It could be a voicemail that you leave for somebody. Or in this case of EHS, one of our clients, it's the back of their business card, where you take a picture of the SplashPlay touch point that we provide one of our game sponsors. They all get this. You take a picture of it, and the game automatically pops up branded for that client. QR codes, you may not be familiar with them. They are a high-tech barcode, and 70% of phones in America all have QR code readers, and it's growing dramatically because it's a great way to gain access. And anytime someone sees our QR code or the link, they click on it, take a picture, do what they do, and it takes people automatically to the branded game. In this case, it's EHS. EHS is one of our clients, and they are the most boring client on the planet. They're not a bar, they're not a restaurant, they're not a museum. They are a safety company that teaches people industrial safety. And they use SplashPlay to give people access. You see these buttons. They can have up to 4 game buttons, each targeting a different aspect of their training, construction, general industry, etc. Under each one of those, they can have unlimited game topics from safety, personal fall protection. And under them, they can have unlimited questions, allowing their audience, which are students and businesses that are learning to be safer in the workplace, to use gaming to educate them. So they play the game, they answer the question, they get a results page. Anytime a person answers a question, they can earn up to 15 points. It decrements 1 point for every second that goes by, and when they answer it correctly, they get the points they've earned. Since we love everybody at SplashPlay, even if they get it wrong, everybody gets a point. But that's not what this screen is about. If you look at the bottom of that page, it says click for deals. Every one of our game sponsors can manage their own deals. They could be video links, they could be multimedia, they could be digital coupons, whatever they are. And when a player answers a question, they're always going to see a button for that game sponsor. They click on it, and here we see a weekend seminar announcement for EHS to join them with a link to take them to the enrollment. They can save the deal for a later date. If it's a digital coupon for a discount off of a Coca-Cola, they could save it onto their phone and redeem it at a later date. They can even share it with their friends, and you'll see why that's important. Our game automatically adapts to whatever environment you're on. If EHS, if their game is being played on a mobile device in the top right-hand corner, that's what it looks like. But if you did it on your tablet or your desktop, it looks like what you see in the bottom left-hand corner. No multiple pieces of software. It automatically adapts. I said we have a loyalty program. Every time someone answers a question, you'll see that countdown timer. It says number 10 right there. As they answer the question, they earn whatever points they've earned for that. Also, we have a share button. Here's the social gaming side. Click the share button. You can share it to all your friends in social media. You can email it to your friends. And every time you share it, the game player that does that gets a 500-point bonus. We want them to share the games in the social media, and so we're rewarding them vigorously for doing so. Also, as a game sponsor, you probably would like your deals and offers and messages to go out to the rest of the world. Every deal you see also has a share button. You can click that and, again, share it in the social media or email it to your friends. Again, you get a 500-point bonus, and the game sponsor's deals and offers and messages are being pushed out at no cost to the game sponsor. That's what's exciting here. Also, the game sponsor can set up a little loyalty program within our system. You see he has 3 different loyalty rewards. If a person earns enough points, they click the button, they get that reward sent to them by the game sponsor. All automatic, all built into the system. SplashPlay game sponsor benefits. Branded game platform. You saw when it came up, it said EHS. Unlimited games, unlimited questions, scheduled competitions. EHS or any game sponsor can announce, we're having a trivia contest on August 3rd at 6 o'clock to 9 o'clock. Anybody in the world can join in and participate. Real-time deals and offers are delivered. Branded loyalty, social media, and passive income. This is the coolest part of SplashPlay. We have no compare. You will not see a competitor out there if you get into this business. Now, we charge our customers, our game sponsors, to use SplashPlay. If they want to pay us monthly, they pay us $70. If they'd like to pay it annually, they pay us $6.99. Or if they want to make a one-time payment, they pay us $14.99. We do that for 2 reasons. One, giving stuff away sets the value at 0, and nobody will bother getting involved with SplashPlay because they don't have any commitment. And you're going to see why gameplay is important in a moment. Secondly, we want you to make some money immediately. We don't want you waiting for weeks or months for gameplay to get to a level where you're generating enough income. So every dollar we get, whether it's a monthly payment from a client, an annual payment, or a lifetime payment, you get 40% of that. So if you have one client that's paying us $70 a month, we bill them $70 a month. Every time we get paid, you get $28. If you sign up a second client, month 2, you get 2 times $28. Onward and onward. It keeps growing and getting bigger as you generate more users. So, cost comparison. Nobody does what we do. But if they did, my guess is to put up a trivia platform would cost maybe $10 a month. And if they wanted to deliver real-time deals and coupons, even through email, it's going to cost them something. And if they wanted a loyalty program, it's going to cost them something. And to have someone promote their business into social media, they have to pay someone. In this case, we're guessing a part-time person working 40 hours a month at $10 an hour. If you want to do this on your own, you're going to spend at least $500 a month. SplashPlay is $70. That's the worst-case cost, $70. If you pay annually, it's $50-some. If you pay the lifetime fee, it's even less because after 21 months, it's free. But if this guy has a monthly contract and he gets a couple hundred people playing the game, answering 10 or 20 questions at a time, he gets 20 to 40% of our revenue, depending on whether they're a charity or a regular business. That money goes back to them. We estimate that they'll be making at least $81 a month, covering their costs, making money, and this is if no one's playing the game, and they're going to deliver 90 or 100,000 deals and coupons to these 300 or 400 people. If they want to mail a coupon to 300 people, it's going to cost them at least a postage stamp. SplashPlay is cheap and affordable. I was joking with Jody the other day. If you compare it to anything, imagine the guy standing in a clown costume alongside the street spinning a sign about a mobile cell phone store. Nobody on this call has ever pulled over, jumped out of your car, and gone in and bought whatever that sign spinner was showing. I'm absolutely certain that's the case. However, it's costing that business probably $8 to $10 an hour to have Joe stand out there in the heat spinning a sign. They're spending $70 to $80 a day. If they didn't make a nickel off of SplashPlay, it's $70 a month. It's like $2 a day, which is 40 times cheaper than a clown dressed up sign spinning guy on the side of the street. SplashPlay literally costs nothing because we want game sponsors to get us game players. And here is why. Game licenses, monthly, annual, lifetime, you get 40% of that money. If they pay us anything to set them up, we'll even set up games for them. We'll do the work. You can sell them those services. Whatever we get paid for that, you get 25% of that. Banner ads, our game's fully advertising sponsor. Whatever we make, if it's a commercial business, like it's a sports memorabilia store or a veterinarian, if we make $1, that organization gets paid 20 cents. We pay them 20%. If it's a charity, a fundraiser, a school, a good cause, we pay them 40% of our revenue. You, in turn, as an agent for your game sponsor, we match 25% of whatever we pay your game sponsors. So if a game sponsor earns $1, you're getting 25 cents for as long as they use the system. Also, like Jody's doing, we want you to build a team of your own. Your own team members are paid just like we described. But if somebody is directly below you and he earns $1, we match 25% of what he earns and pay it to you. This is how you make a lot of money at SplashPlay. I can show you if you add one game sponsor a month over 12 months, and if they each go out and sell 4 or 5 clients, your game override in the first year will break $90,000 because they are out there reaching out to clients. Now, how you make your money. In a single agent 1-month analysis, if you sign up 3 monthly contracts at $70 a month, and you sign up 1 annual at $6.99 and 1 lifetime at $14.99, your net commission on those 3 transactions that month is $964. Not a lot of money, but it is, I didn't want that there. What it is it gets you a lot of money when you think about what it takes. This is 4 sales a month, 4 or 5 sales a month. That's 1 customer a week. And we estimate you shouldn't take more than 2 hours a day doing this. So you'd be making it 2 hours a day times 22 days. You're making like $30 an hour. But let's take it to a different level. What happens in year 1 instead of just 1 month? Let's look at 12 months. You keep selling those clients every month like we just described. In the first year, you'll have 36 monthly clients, 12 annual, and 12 lifetimes. That will generate for you $17,000 in commission because the monthlies are accumulating. And so at the 12th month, you're getting 36 times $28, and that's where that comes from. Year 2, if we take it to the next level, and you continue signing up clients, in year 2, your estimated gross income from software licenses alone will be $29,198. So over 2 years, you make $40-some thousand. But that's not where the money is. The money is in social media. We believe that your average game sponsor has an audience. That audience is going to be a bunch of people. If it's a sports memorabilia store or a golf course or whatever, they have thousands of people that buy stuff from them. If it's a restaurant, they have thousands of people that come to the restaurant. We call that group 1. That's your game sponsor. In our case, let's assume they only have 1,500 direct customers or a reach, and we can get 25% of them to play the game. That's 375 people playing the game. We also assume that those 375 people are going to share it in the social media, but not everybody. If we assume only 10% share it in social media, and according to statistics, the average person on social media has 275 followers, those 10% of 375 times 275 is 10,312 people that are going to hear about SplashPlay. Now, if 25% of them play the game and only 10% share the game, now we've reached 70,000 new followers. And again, if we go to a third tier, We have 25% of the 70,000. We end up with a population of 121,000 by the time it hits the third group. In all, doing this alone will give our game sponsor access to 142,000 people a month playing the game. 142,000 people. Is it going to be bigger than that? Of course it is. We're guessing these people only have a few people, that only 10% are going to pass it on. Social media says it's bigger involvement than that. So you have to understand, we're creating game sponsors to give you and me access to people out in social media to play these games. Now, what does this mean to you? If you have your 60 accounts, and they each are reaching about 140,000 people, what you end up reaching if they each answer 10 questions a month. This is only 10 trivia questions a month, not a day, not an hour, not a week. That's 1.025 billion trivia games a year. We have on average 6 ads that follow our game where we generate our income. That's 6 billion ad exposures from your population of 60 game sponsors. We get paid little tiny pieces of pennies for banner ads in mobile environments. We get paid 0.00015 cents per exposure. When you multiply that by 6.2 billion ad exposures, that's $920,000 in ad revenue to SplashPlay. If you have an even mix of charities and regular businesses, we'll assume 30% of this money is going to get paid to them. If it's all charities, they get 40%. If it's all commercial, they get 20%. We anticipate paying $280,000 a year to your 60 game sponsors. You, in turn, get a 25% match. That's $55,000. This is what year 1 can look like. That plus your game software revenue. Year 2, now we have 120 game sponsors because we added 60 more in year 2. It's 2.1 billion games. It's 12 billion ad exposures. It is $1.8 million in revenue. The game sponsors will get $500,000, and you, in turn, will get $138,388 in your share. Software licenses over the 2 year, we estimate to be $46,000. Gameplay override, $138,000. That's $184,000. You can see that 75% of your income is coming from gameplay, not the game sponsors. So over 2 years, if you secured 120 accounts over 24 months, and you put in your 2 hours a day for 22 days a month, you'll work 1,056 hours over 2 years. This works out to $174 an hour. Everybody raise your hand if you make more than $174 an hour right now. I don't see any hands. The secret of SplashPlay is gameplay represents 3 times software license income. Cultivate game players and move on. If you were the game sponsor for this individual, and if this was Jody, she sponsored this person, the individual gets $184,000 over 2 years. Jody gets a 25% match of $40,000 roughly. That's what building a team gets you. The bottom line, SplashPlay is the only service that provides personalized gaming, branded deals and offers, branded loyalty program, income sharing, a solution that literally pays for itself, and for you, unparalleled income opportunity. So it's like we say at SplashPlay, work smarter, not harder, become a SplashPlay gamification consultant. We'd love to have you on board. So I'm going to open this up for some questions and see if anybody is interested in what we're doing. Jody, are you there?
I am.
Okay. How did I do?
Great. That's awesome. I know someone had a question about, and I also have a question too, but I want to know, for one, is there any way we could do any kind of social media marketing? Or is this more so like outbound calling, head on with a scripted process, things like that?
Jody, there's no wrong way to do SplashPlay, but some things will yield fruit faster than others. I have a new gamification agent. He signed up last week. I trained him last Friday, okay? He went out Monday ready to get going. He signed a Haitian charity foundation today. He signed a restaurant chain with 3 restaurants, and he signed a church that has 275 sister churches that they said they'll all be involved. In 4 days, he signed up upwards of 305 clients on 3 sales calls. You can't ignore the power of meeting people face-to-face. It's who you know. But you can do this over the phone. You can do it through social media. Heck, you can do it with email. It's just some things are going to yield fruit more quickly and more effectively than others. So if someone doesn't like to go out and make phone calls or go door to door or talk to businesses or talk to their friends, then yes, you could do this as a complete social media play on Facebook and Twitter and such, but recognize you're going to get a relatively small engagement rate because it's a noisy environment out there. Okay? But yes, there's no reason you cannot do this indirectly via social media, direct mail, telephone calls, face-to-face. Every mechanism works.
Right. And
did I answer your question?
Right. Would you be giving us leads, or we call through Google or the telephone book, or how does that work?
Well, if you're developing, we have agents all over the country, and for us to pick out leads are no better than you picking them out yourself. So
right.
What we would like you to do is recognize that in most cases you're operating locally. There are 30 million small businesses in America. There's 2 million charities. Do a Google search in your neighborhood, and I'll bet you'll find a dozen museums in a 50-mile radius. Hundreds of restaurants, hundreds of sports bars. All of these are perfect candidates, and all you need to do is contact them. We're talking about a nothing cost, $70 a month. If they sign up, they pay first and last. They pay us $140. You get 40% of that. If after 30 days they want to quit, they can quit. We apply their last month to the second month, and we're done. We're not going to sue anybody. We're not going to chase them for that. So
wow.
there's literally no risk here for anybody.
Right.
You as a gamification agent, this is not an MLM where you have to buy inventory from us, or you pay to be a member, or we charge you to level up to a status, or we charge you for a special programming certification so you become a double black diamond platinum gamification agent. We don't have quotas. We don't have geographic limitations, nothing. You can sign up today, invite your brother to be a game agent. He can go out and sign up one customer. If that customer earns $4, your brother's going to earn $1, and then you're going to get a 25-cent override on his dollar. We don't care. That's what we will do. But if you're happy with 25 cents, knock yourself out. Nobody I talk to is happy with that. So we are hoping you want to make more money than that. But if all you want to do is be a recruiter and not go out and sell, but cultivate a team and encourage them and support them, feel free. You're not going to hear from us that says, hey, you didn't hit your quota for last quarter. We're going to take away your downline. No, our contract is very specific. It's your downline. As long as it's generating income, you're getting paid.
Right. And is this weekly pay?
What happens is there's 2 parts of this. When it comes to game software licenses, all business that closes by the end of business on Friday, commissions are paid by the end of business the following Friday. That gives us time for reconciliation, contracts to be verified, and that credit cards are cleared or checks have cleared. So every week you're getting paid whatever you earn the prior week. From game revenue, we don't get paid till the month following in which the game revenue occurred. So if in the month of January we earn $100,000 in game revenue, we won't know about that until sometime in February. We reconcile, and so you'll receive your game revenue share by the end of the month following the month in which it occurred. So whatever income was earned in January from game revenue, we will pay our game sponsors and you by the end of February.
Wow. This sounds amazing to me. I don't know about you guys, and I am super excited. Anybody have any questions?
Let me ask a question. This is the question that I hear more often than not. This sounds too good to be true. Does it sound too good to be true?
Kinda.
Well, here are the things that are bad about it. There are people that aren't going to want this service. I suggest do not knock on the door of a Vietnamese immigrant dry cleaner that doesn't speak English and doesn't know anything about social media or have a smartphone. Bad candidate, okay? Anybody that's grumpy about social media, they don't like technology, bad candidates. Everybody else is a candidate. So that's 1. 2, I have a hidden agenda. we expect to take SplashPlay public by the end of next year. We are going to be the most prominent gaming model on the planet. Second model. Average game company loses money. Is everyone still there?
Yes.
Okay, they lose money. Even Snapchat, when it went public, lost $500,000, but went public at $30 billion. So teenagers could send naughty pictures to each other. Now, SplashPlay is different. The average game or social media company, when they get someone to play their game or they bring them to their social media experience, they're spending marketing dollars to do that. It costs upwards of $8 a person to get them to play your game off of the iPhone store or whatever. But the sad part is when it comes to apps, because apps go away within 45 to 90 days, the average lifetime income that game company is going to earn from a game player during the entire lifetime of that player is under $2. I don't understand how you can pay $8 to make $2 and have it make money. I had a meeting with a venture capitalist a couple of months ago. After he read my business plan, listened to my presentation, looked at what we did, halfway through my meeting he said to me, I just figured out what you do. I said, really? You've read the business plan? You've been with me for 2 hours, now you just figured it out? I said, what is it I do? He goes, you figured out how to get game players for nothing. That's what we do. You're doing the work. The game sponsors are doing the promotion, the legwork. The game players are promoting it, and SplashPlay is not spending a nickel. But what we do spend is 20 to 40% to incentive to reward our game sponsors, 25% matching to reward our gamification consultants, 25% overrides to our gamification consultant sponsors. We've made it a very lucrative commission structure. Rather than spending it in marketing, we want it to go in your hands, because if it's in your hands, you're going to be motivated to go out and find the customer like Brent did this week. You're going to support that customer. You're going to ask for more orders. You're going to go out and say, I'm tired of making, living on the poverty level. If you can't make $100,000 a year with SplashPlay, as far as I'm concerned, you didn't try. And shame on you, because it doesn't take anything. Brent, from these 3 customers he signed up this week, if he gets all those relationships, will never have to work another day in his life.
Oh, my God.
Because he's got upwards of 305 organizations. The one church group has over 100,000 congregants in those 275 churches. Each one of them reaching 200 Christians each one of them reaching 200 Christians. So we believe when they put their games up, which will be about trivia about the Bible and God and et cetera, Christians are going to play it. The Christians are going to share it with their friends because it's going to help support their church raising money, et cetera, et cetera. So whether it's a school raising money for a band program or a charity raising money to cure cancer, whatever it is, SplashPlay is a great deal, and nobody does what we do. So the time is now to make this happen for yourself. In 6 months, we will have competition. But in 6 months, we will be the Snapchat. We will be the Uber, because it'll be too late when I have 500 agents out there in all the markets in the United States. We won't even bring in any more agents, because you guys will handle the market. So that's why it sounds too good to be true, because all other programs are BS. All multi-level marketing programs are just pyramid schemes where you have to buy stuff. They expect you to buy an inventory and store it in your garage, whatever it is they're selling. You don't buy anything. You're not at risk for anything. We don't even charge you $100 to train you. We don't do any of that. We want you to go out and be successful. So that's our agenda. For those of you that are heroes, if Jody knocks the ball out of the park, she will get a knock at her door next year, say, you're a superstar of SplashPlay. Here's some SplashPlay stock. We're going public. Now you're rich. We're going to keep an eye on our agents, and we're going to reward the superstars. So I urge you, be a superstar to make a lot of money, but there will be a reward at the end of the tunnel that could be what changes yours and your family's life better than the Publishers Clearinghouse and better than winning the lottery. So that's why this deal is so good. We have an agenda. Any more questions?
If you have any questions, guys, make sure you ask them because they'll come running to me. I'm like, I need to talk to a client. I think it's awesome. Could you provide us with social media ads, like instead of just recruiting?
We'll create the graphics, and when you sign up with us, you'll be given access to the agent back office. In the agent back office, there's artwork you can download for your business cards. There's presentations. There's flyers. We'll be putting up social media ads that you can run. Put your link on it. You'll even get your own web page that people can go to, and they can, when they get to your page, they can fill out the contact information, which then gets emailed to you. Okay? So we want you to be in charge of your client base.
So you're saying there's a video perhaps that we can post on social media?
Yes. If you go to SplashPlayGamify.com and you go to our video library, we have dozens of videos. You must have looked at least one of the videos before you got on this call. So we have the How to Make a $100,000 video. We have a video on gamifying charities, gamifying museums, gamifying authors. There's a video there about that. Gamifying bloggers, gamifying schools. We have all these videos. And you just go to our YouTube channel, copy the link, and paste away and have a good time. We want you to push it out there.
Awesome.
Somebody joined us.
Hello.
Hello, and who is this?
Oh, I'm sorry. That's me again.
You just like to.
My name is. I came in. It's Milagros. I came in late. I apologize. So I'm just listening.
No problem, my friends. No problem at all. So, of the 14 people on the call, is anyone interested in becoming a SplashPlay agent?
Hi. Yes. Hi. I'm Stacy from Florida. I came in late as well. I know the call is going to be recorded because I had trouble trying to find what number we were supposed to be on, and I saw last minute it was supposed to be 6 Central instead of 7 because of the other one that's supposed to be later on. Now, is there a way to get in contact with you? To ask any other questions? Because I know I went through some of the videos on how to earn the income, the $100 video. And there was another one that I went to. What's the other one called? I don't.
Are you friends with me, Jody Davis, on social media?
Who, me?
So are you friends with Jody Davis on social media?
Yes.
Okay, so just private me, and then I'll get with you about it.
Yeah, Jody is going to be your sponsoring agent. Okay.
Oh, okay.
And that means she should want to be the first line of support for you. So if you have questions, get to Jody, and then Jody will get to us, and we'll answer the questions. And it'll just be more convenient for you guys that way, because I'm sure Jody is going to be communicating with you guys regularly. And then you can all share ideas and work together to collaborate.
Yeah.
Hello.
I think we should all pick out a video and just start huffing it out there, just to do that until we can figure out how to do the outbound calling.
Yeah.
This is me. I also joined the call late, so I missed most of it.
And who's me?
Who's me?
Who's me?
Stephanie.
Hi, Stephanie.
Oh, hi,
That's
Stephanie.
fine. It's going to be recorded, no
We're
worries.
recording you right now, Stephanie. You are being recorded for posterity. What will happen is I'll get the link when we're done with this. I'll get it over to Jody, and then she can shoot it over to all you guys, so you'll get it all quickly.
Thank you.
Does anybody have any other questions?
Yeah, I'm sorry. What was your name? Bryant? Did you say Bryant?
Thomas.
I'm Tom Banks.
I'm sorry.
No problem.
I'm sorry. Who?
The client is Thomas.
Oh, I thought you said Tom Hanks. I'm like, okay.
yeah. I'm not doing. My movies aren't doing so well, so I'm doing this now.
Okay. No, because in one of the videos, the one with the $100 op, it said the quick calculations. Okay. So it says, what do you have to sell each month? And then it showed your monthly sales are 6 new customers. And then it said underneath there was 4 monthly, 1 annual, 1 lifetime, where there's a total sales of $24.78. Can you explain to me does it mean by the 6 new customers now, another 4 monthly and then 1 annual, 1 lifetime? What does that mean exactly?
Well, what it means is that you'll sign up what we call game sponsors, and each one of them will choose whichever payment structure we provide. We can bill them monthly, we can bill them on an annual basis, or they can pay a one-time license fee of $1,500. So it's $70 per month, $699 per year, or $1,500 lifetime, and they never pay again. Every time we get paid, you as the game agent that secured that account, you get 40% of that cash that we get. So for every $70 installment we get from a customer, you're getting $28. So in month one, if you signed up one game sponsor at $70, you're going to get a $28 check for month one. Month two, you sign up a second one, now you're going to get 2 times 28. Month three, you sign up a third one, you're going to get 3 times 28. So as you add these people, you're building up your active population of monthly game sponsors. You're making $28 a month for every one of them. And the annual and lifetime, you get an upfront payment of 40% of $699 or $1,500. Did that answer your question?
Okay, right. Those are the customers. Okay, so that's why it was just the billing. That's what it meant. The billing, if it's monthly, right, annual, or lifetime. Okay.
Right.
Now the second part is where it went down to year 3. So it says earn up to $100,000 from team sales, and then underneath that it says what does a team member have to sell each month. So underneath it said 5 $70 customers each month, totaling of $350 monthly. Your annual commission per member is $94.55. So if it says before your monthly sales will be 6 new customers, now from team sales they only need 5 customers.
Well, no. Maybe we shouldn't have allowed for the disparity between the two examples. The point being was that if you have a team of people that are selling not very much a month, if they're signing up 5 customers who are paying $70 a month, that's a $350 in sales for the month. Would you agree with that? That's not a very big sale for anybody to sign up 5 customers at $70 a month. But those 5 customers a month end up being 60 customers at the end of the year. And those 60 customers, when they reach their audience and get people to play games, could yield for you comfortably $100,000 plus a year in residual income from the gameplay. So the point was, you don't have to go out and recruit a bunch of superstars, okay? But if you have 10 people each selling 5 clients a month, that's 50 clients a month. That's 600 over a year. Now start running the numbers and realizing what kind of residual income that is for you. You can comfortably make $100,000 a year doing that. And that's why the video has the guy sitting in the hammock resting.
Right.
Because come year 3, he says, I'm not going to work anymore, just sit here and collect my money.
Right, that's right. Yeah. Okay, so, okay, so it goes by the percentages, then residual, and there's bonuses on top of that, correct?
Yeah, no, we don't do bonuses. Everything's a percentage. So again, any software license, you're going to get 40% of that money. Every time we pay a game sponsor money, whether they're a charity that gets 40% of our revenue or they're a business that gets 20%, whatever we pay them, we match 25% and pay that to you. Okay? Okay. So if you've got 10 game sponsors and they're each earning $1, that's $10 we pay. You're going to get a check for $2.50. Now, if Jody is above you and you made $2.50 in game override from your game sponsors, we match 25% of the $2.50 and pay it to Jody. It does not come out of your wallet. We just say, Jody, we paid this nice person $2.50. Here's a check equal to 25% of $2.50. Thank you very much. And you get the same with your game sponsor, your game agents that you bring in. So if you bring in your sister in Des Moines and she goes out and generates $10 in commission from us, she's going to earn $10. You're going to get a 25% override. You get $2.50, and Jody's going to get a 25% override of the $2.50, and then that's her money. So everybody gets paid 25% matching of whatever their direct team members earn in any pay period.
All right, that's what I have here. Yeah, how do we earn the income? It's 40% in the software sales, and then the 25%, there's 2, the direct sales and the team sales.
Correct.
Okay, thank you.
No problem. Any more questions, folks? Well, Jody, since you know all these nice people, and you have the link to the online agent agreement, Remember, you did that.
Mhm.
And I'll send it to you again just to make sure. Would you mind forwarding this on to your friends that want to participate with us? And
Yes,
once we get their agent agreements in, then we'll schedule a training session.
Right, and I do want you guys to take this serious, like, if you're just kind of waffling and kind of on the fence or want to think about it or whatever, but I do want people to kind of take this serious, and I'm sure you do too, because it's a lot of time and energy on us, if people are just kind of kicking our tires, you know what I mean?
Right.
So it is a lot of work getting all this information out to you guys, and so make sure you're serious about it. And I mean, I guess, is it a scripted process? Is it a 2-minute scripted process? How does that work? Can you explain the scripted process?
It is literally nothing. We'll go through, when you get onto our back office, I'm going to ask you to look at the video on SplashPlay's successful selling. It's my selling process I've taught for years.
Yep.
We think you need to follow that video and do what it says, and you will be successful. You will talk to 10 of your best friends immediately, tell them all about SplashPlay. In doing that, you're going to practice your pitch. You're going to get feedback. You're going to get enthusiasm and support. And then you ask each one of them for 5 or 10 warm referrals, and they will do that for you. Now you're going to be sitting there with 50 to 100 warm leads that you can call people and say, Bob told me to call you. That's a great way to get to people. You should have no difficulty. Follow it, and you'll prepare what I call the magic questions to ask them questions so that they'll get the answers they need to be able to make a purchase decision. Okay?
Awesome.
So showing a raise of hands, how many people are interested in doing this? Okay. I feel like I'm that teacher. I feel like that teacher on Romper Room looking through my mirror, and there's Susie.
Oh, I am. I put in the that pre-form, the pre-interview form.
What's your
name? That out. Stacy Gonzalez.
Okay, Stacy. Okay. Stacy and I used to kind of work together somewhere along the line, so I know Stacy. Who else, guys? Can I just kind of get a feel for who?
Well, I have Stacy Gonzalez that says yes. Do we have Christina Blankenship?
No, I just want to let you know ahead of time because I also told, I had mentioned to Jody, I don't know if she'll remember, because yesterday with one of the other ones, now I'm going to be away and I won't be back till like the week of June 12th. So I guess I could get with Jody then. I mean, for the training, for anything else, then I have to do.
Don't worry about it. This is Dawn.
Dawn Van Scoik.
Oh, hi, Dawn. So Dawn, you in?
Yes.
Good. I'm just curious.
She's actually in St. Louis.
This is what?
She's actually in St. Louis, the same state I'm in.
Oh, hi there. I like St. Louis.
This is Chris Blankenship.
Hi, Chris.
Hi. I'm interested. I was just curious, though. Is there any way we can see the back office, or do we have? I mean, I know we have to sign the form, but only a better understanding exactly as to what we're going to be doing.
There's really nothing in the back office. It's not like you're not doing anything there. It's not a database that you manage. It just has everything there for you, from documents you could download, our latest newsletters, memos, things like that. So it's not an interactive back office like some MLMs think of. You're not there processing orders and doing direct mail campaigns or anything like that.
Okay, but that's something we could see prior to saying yes. I mean, it sounds like something I want to do, but I'm a visual person more than an audio person.
Well, the back office it requires a password, and the moment you sign the agreement, we'll set your back office page up and everything, and shoot you a link and the password, and you can get in there. That's all. We just require people. We just require people to sign our agreement before we give them access to our goodies back there.
Okay. All right. I understand. All right.
Okay.
Well,
this is Jeff. Okay. My name is hi. My name is Millie. I did the video because I came in late.
Okay.
So I am interested. I was on a call yesterday. Definitely very interested, and I am interested in this. It sounds really good. But I didn't listen to the video.